Hello and welcome to sdntechforum. Today we are going to do a refresher of Cisco Telemetry Broker. This is kind of like a version 2 of Cisco Telemetry Broker. The reason being this video that I posted a few years back, this is still golden. You have the detailed introduction of CTB, the use cases, and then the installation. That has not been changed for many years. And then we have a live demo. Additionally, the best part is cloud VPC logs to CTB. So how you can ingest the cloud logs to CTB, that was also taken care here in very much detail. So this video is not going like out of service or anything, but there are some things, especially the UI related things that has changed over the year. And I get a lot of pings and comments that your video recording is not matching with what I see on my screen with the new software. So that is something I'm going to address here. But let's do a quick recap. If you know, CTB broker is like a net flow aggregator, and it sits in a data path from your network devices to wherever you are sending or visualizing your net flow data. In this case, SNA now, earlier SMC, now it is secure network analytics. So you send your net flow data to CTB, and CTB can send it to multiple directions. You can send it to flow collector that let you visualize your flows on secure network analytics. So this is how the architecture is still same. CTB manager with multiple broker nodes, and they share a telemetry whip. These things remain same. What has changed is the way we configure the rule, the input and output rule, what streams you are receiving at CTB, and how you are forwarding those streams to different controllers, network controllers. That UI essentially has changed, and that's what I'm going to show you next in this very quick 3 to 5 minute of recording, so that you can still watch this video, get to know everything about CTB, and then update the UI part with the next video. So let's go ahead and watch the next video. All right, here we are on Cisco Telemetry Broker. We are going to create an input and output because we already have set the source to send NetFlow to our CTB virtual NIC. And let me recap what I mean by that. So if I go to broker node, you can see we have this telemetry. So we have CTB brokers, two brokers, they are forming a cluster. So broker node details, as you can see, we have CTB broker 103 and 104, but they are admin interface. They are not actually the data interface or telemetry interface. Here you can see we have the telemetry interface, which is actually receiving the traffic. And for telemetry interface, the subnet is 10.101.103, 104, and 105. That is our virtual interface. So the traffic is essentially received on the virtual interface telemetry 10.101.105. Yes, here you can see we have this virtual IP address. So you need to point your telemetry source to send the NetFlow data or syslog data to this virtual IP address. All right. So assume we have taken care at the source. Now let's go ahead and add an input and output. So manager node, CTB cluster, and data flow. Then you have this option, say add input. When you see this add input, if you have the cloud connection, then you can always integrate in just AWS VPC log and other things. You don't have that integration in place. That's why we see only proxy log and UDP input. UDP input can be anything with respect to NetFlow port 2055 or any custom port you set, or maybe syslog that is 514. Let's go ahead and select dummy UDP input. Here, once you select the UDP input, it will ask you the UDP input and the UDP port. Disable export tracking. I like to keep it enabled so that we can actually see what are my sources sending this telemetry data. So what I have done, let me cancel out of this. I have already created a telemetry source, which is CV10MIA. And right now it's complaining because no connected output. So we have just created a input, but it's not going anywhere. And you can see we have this thing mentioned here, UDP port 2055. So let's go back. Let's go to output, and we want to add that input to FCV, flow collector virtual. Here we want to connect that input to this output. This output is connected to one particular input, that is our CATC, Catalyst Center, and receiving telemetry data or NetFlow data from 5 different exporters. Right. What we want to do, we want to add another input to this output, right? So we want to make sure that CV10MIA net flow data, that is my input, is get associated with this output. And here you can see this says FCV flow collector virtual, and this output is nothing but secure network analytics, so that we can visualize the traffic over there. So let's go ahead and say edit output, and this is my net flow. This is my flow collector IP address. Okay, so now you can see this is easy and intuitive. You just have to go to data flow, and here you can see we have created a new input. Drag to output or click add icon to choose the output. So either we can just go ahead and add this to our CV FCV, or we can simply drag this like this. For CV10, we already know what is going to be our subnet. So either we can specify that subnet because we know what is the IP address reserved for that site, or we can let CTB discover that. So for now, let me just drag and drop without subnet information. Save. Now you see number 2, that means it has 2 input. This output has 2 input, one going back to NetFlow Exporter, another going back to CV10 MIA. Let's expand CV10 MIA, and here you go. You can see we have all the exporters showing up here. These are all individual switches which is sending NetFlow data. Thank you.